It's Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. This is not what we look like on Tuesdays.
No.
I mean, you look like that.
That's true.
There. Your background's a little different.
A little bit. Like to
But
change
hi. Happy Tuesday. Crazy, huh? I don't know what to do with myself.
How many?
So I was using a power tool shortly before.
Yeah, up until like half an hour, 45 minutes ago.
Yeah.
All right. How many people expected us on today?
It really depends on how many people are actually in our Discord and haven't turned off all the notifications.
This is true.
I mean, I turn off all of the...
You do all of them.
Way too all of them.
Say all of them.
All of it. I turn them all off.
Even ours.
No.
Of course not.
That would be ridiculous.
Totally turn off ours too.
Yeah, I definitely make sure that I get every single piece of information that Rock sends me.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. I certainly don't expect you on it today.
Well, it's good to see you one way or the other, Hoover.
That's kind of crazy because you would expect Hoover, our mod, to know what's happening in our Discord.
You don't, so I expect anyone else to.
True.
So happy Tuesday.
Yeah. It should be a good night though for Hoover and for Smalls because there is no shark.
No.
And no mermaids unless our guest tonight has brought a shark or a mermaid.
You never know.
No, you never do. And I gotta tell you that oh no. I gotta tell you that you don't really know what to expect because you really don't know what to expect from him because when he was on our buddy Davies show last week, he had sandwiches being made behind him the entire time.
Mm-hmm.
I learned something new last week. There is such a thing as sandwich making ASMR. I didn't know that was even a thing.
I didn't know that.
No. Mm-mm. Who knew that? Yeah. So that's a thing. And
there's something new every day.
Absolutely. And I do think that we should probably give Smalls a trigger warning after seeing the Zoom green room.
Yeah.
Because he might freak out a little bit.
He had to lurk anyways, so it's
Yeah.
probably a good time for him to lurk. He can come back
Probably.
after.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably. So today in chat, we have Mom. Hi, Mom. Hoover. We had Smalls pop in for a moment. Miss Rocks. So many friends already.
Good evening, everybody.
So many more will be popping in throughout the day, hopefully, if they realize what is this Tuesday?
What is going on?
I don't understand. But the thing of it is you aren't gonna even have a show until at least the 12th, but probably the 19th of July.
Maybe a pop-up.
So, yeah.
Maybe a pop-up.
Hey everyone, about to make some popcorn. What are y'all doing tonight?
Hey, Davey.
Doing good. I hope that your popcorn's delicious, Davey.
How are ya? I hope you enjoy that popcorn.
Oh, you know what I miss? I miss making popcorn, not just putting it in the microwave. But remember when I used to make all that different herbal popcorn?
Like a few months ago.
It was more than a few months ago. Did you not? It was before the pandemic, where I made all.
Oh,
the
you
different
made
kinds.
some. Oh, all the different kinds.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
No, we honed in. If you'd like to know the best possible popcorn sauce, that's what we call it. I don't know if that's what you really call it though.
Mm-hmm.
It is um, some butter
Yep.
and oil. Heat it up till it's bubbling with some salt and some Cajun
Oh
seasoning.
yeah. Gives a
And
nice
then,
little kick,
yeah.
depth of flavor.
hmm
Well,
The olive oil cuts down on how much butter you need, so therefore it's a little bit healthier.
a little bit.
And then you let all of the actual like solid salt and um, Cajun spices sit in the pan, so it really just infuses the sauce.
Yep.
So yum yum yum.
Do we have any?
No,
Oh man. All right, we should move on then.
we should probably move on. What's used for the cake again? Oh, just like a Cajun spice mix.
Seasoning. Yeah.
Yeah, something like you might do in like a crab oil. You can do hot sauce, but it's more of like a powdery, like a powder mix. Like, yeah,
Oh yeah.
herbs and
Mix
spices.
it all in with the butter and oil.
Yeah, you gotta let the bubble and oil,
Let it,
the water,
yeah.
the oil and butter really start bubbling, though, so it all infuses together.
Yeah.
All right, so I love you and think you're great, but I'm gonna have to say you've gotta hightail it out of here so I can share the screen with someone else this evening. I don't know if anybody is actually really ready for this. I don't think I am. I can tell you that um, we had a pre-meeting about 4 hours ago, and this is not what was going on then. So, yeah. So we'll
All
see.
right. Yeah.
All right,
Fair enough.
everyone. I'm gonna push some buttons and get ready. Hi.
What's going on, y'all?
Uh, you are looking sharp.
Thank you very much. We had to come to the island prepared.
Yeah. I have to know, like, did you did you dye your hair again, or is that a wig? What happened? Like, I got out a power saw in the past 4 hours. What did you do?
So it's actually the wig is attached to this little visor. So I don't actually look like this normally. But
I was just
I
like,
had to
you have
bring out
been
some
so busy. How did you
I
get
had
your
to
hair that color in 4 hours?
so I had to bring out a little something for the warm weather occasion. And then
Appreciate
I
it.
heard you guys talking about sharks in the as soon as you went live. So I may or may not have had this pair of baby shark sunglasses sitting around. So
Yeah,
yeah, we had to pull those out too.
those are something. I might have matching ones actually.
No
Isn't that
way.
kind of crazy?
No way.
Yeah. Jason, can you see in that special magic stream drawer over there? See what you can find while we're here. So everyone out there in the chat so far, welcome our wonderful guest, YoungSub3. Thank you so much for being on tonight. I really do appreciate it.
Oh, I'm glad we could make this happen. We were, we connected just, I don't even know, we probably met in the music section of Twitch, but just over time, being able to see you and Jason out and about, I'm glad that I'm finally able to come hang out with you guys here.
Yeah, we found I don't know, over a year ago. Well, yeah, we've been following you for over a year, and so as soon as we started this show, I was like, I really want to see if we can talk to Subby. So I reached out in October, and just it's taken us a little bit of time to get together. But when you reached out to me and said, "Hey, can we make that happen?" I was like, "Yes!" Like,
Yes.
so excited.
Well, I'll say this too, as bummed as I am that we haven't been able to make it happen up until now. I still remember when you came into my chat and you were just starting to talk about starting to stream. I think you were just starting to to learn OBS and some of the technology. And I remember you typing in chat that you were just getting the process going and hoping to start streaming within the next, at that time, it was within the next month. So just thinking back to that moment when Island Vibing Presents wasn't even a streamer, and to where all y'all are at now, what you do, the content you guys put together. It's so cool to see the journey for you both as well.
Well, we really appreciate that. Yeah, it's definitely just even looking at it like me, like looking at where we've come from. I can sometimes you can't see your own growth, and I'm like looking at it going, well, I know how to fight with OBS now. I may not know how to win, but I know at least how to fight with it.
Did you save any of your VODs from your first days of early days of streaming?
I think the only one that we didn't save down was our very first one. And I like to say I don't have any emotions, and I like to have no emotions, because I like to be in control of everything, and I ugly cry, so I can't control that. And so I try not to, but I cry so freaking much that it's ridiculous. And so when I found out that I lost the first one,
Oh no.
I cried. But
oh no.
and it was less that I had lost that piece of our history, and more that I always feel like this sense of um this sense of responsibility to my guests. And even though it was a really like we did not do a great job, our guest was there, Kev from the bunker, and he was
Nice.
there and he helped us through the whole thing, and he was just so kind and wonderful about it. And I felt so bad that I had lost that. And so yeah, I did receive these from adjacent.
Oh, you got the glasses?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Are we gonna rock these the whole show?
Sure, as long as I don't have to push any buttons, because it's really hard to see them. Yep.
I was gonna say, if you ditch them, I brought a bunch of pairs of beach glasses along, so I can switch them out.
How do you see what you're trying to do with those
Oh,
on?
I don't. I just, look in the general area that I hear noises.
Just
But it's
kinda-
hard when you're wearing headphones, because I guess technically it's all around you. So I guess I would have to. That idea doesn't really work.
There's voices in my head, guys. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, awesome. Beeps. Okay, so I gotta tell you who Main Beeps is. So my mom is Main Mammy.
Okay.
And Main Mammy has been in our stream for a long time. Right from the beginning, right? She was here the first show, I'm pretty sure. And her husband, my kid's grandfather, we call him Beepa. And so he's just kind of been, watching, but commenting occasionally through her, but never has had a Twitch thing since at least October. So
they have arrived.
Main Beeps, Beepa is in chat. This is a big deal. Welcome, Beeps. I think that everything is happening. I can't really tell if you say anything to me. I can't see. It's too small. These are too dark. So, I like to laugh, you like to laugh. And so there's a lot of things that I'd like to talk about that way. But before we do you mind if we first talk a moment about a little bit of a serious thing? We have shark glasses on, so obviously it can't be too serious.
Yeah.
So I think that something that's amazing about Twitch is he, she, they, them. Everyone seems to be pretty good about discussing mental health and really being supportive of who everyone out there see like in the music community, um, where everyone stands, if you
Mhm.
will. And
Sure.
I would like to talk about the song that you wrote.
Yeah.
Um, and I also 35 things pop into my head all at once, so I'm just gonna list them off, and then you just talk, okay? So there's this
Okay.
song, and there was the your anniversary or birthday, I can't recall which it was, but all of the other Twitch streamers sang it for you. Um, uh, Sabby, she,
Oh yeah, for that was for my anniversary stream. They
yeah,
put that compilation video
it was
together.
so beautiful. And guess what? I cried. Um,
I did too.
and
Don't worry.
I know I was there. Glad you're like, I'm crying too. And then, so I kind of want to talk about where um, that song came from, and then also
Sure.
like kind of like you to talk about what happened, in the past 6 months or so, and um, discuss some of that headspace you may have been in and where you're at
Sure.
now and all of those
Yeah,
things. I
for sure.
probably will
Well,
interrupt because I can't stop talking.
that's okay. So let's start at the beginning. So yeah, my the original song that you're referring to is titled "Somebody Loves You." And so for those of you that are that may have not met me before, I am still relatively new to the world of music. So before COVID, I was actually working as a sports broadcaster. Um, as some of you that do know me have heard before. But like a lot of other people, I lost my job during the pandemic and lost kind of what I was looking forward to in my future. And so at that point, I was definitely not in a great place. Before I was working in a great job. I was working in a position that I was only 23 at the time. But I was in a pretty good spot. I loved where I was at. I was living on my own. And then it all changed. I lost my work. I ended up moving back in with my parents back in Minnesota. And there was probably a 3-month period where I really didn't know or didn't feel like I had anything going on or going for me. But I randomly logged on to this website called Twitch one day, and I
How do
discovered.
you randomly log on to Twitch?
So I had followed a gamer on YouTube, Tim
Okay.
the Tap Man, and I really enjoyed his content. But I saw that he was live streaming on this thing called Twitch. I was like, okay, well, I'll check that out. And so I came to Twitch originally to watch gamers, and then it turned out I dropped into the music section one day by accident, and I kind of never left. But so building off of that, it had still kind of been a few months of really not a great place, financially, emotionally, everything, mentally. And so when I started this music journey, when I first started songwriting, I really didn't know what I was doing, but I knew I wanted to be honest, and share my experiences and story tell through song. That's a phrase I use a lot. I try to story tell through song. Sometimes I do better than others, but with this song, Somebody Loves You, it was kind of my first attempt at songwriting, and also kind of for me, it was huge because it was my first time that I opened up to anyone about my struggles with mental health, that I had kind of ignored or suppressed for all my life. And so when I started writing the song, and this song came to be, um, it was kind of my opening up to the world, if you will. Also about the fact that, hey, I'm struggling a little more than I might let on or show at first. So that was kind of the origin of that song. And then fast forwarding to the last 6 months. So we had moved to Denver in the fall, and things had been going pretty well out here. But we kind of hit a rough patch where I wasn't really booking any gigs. I wasn't really enjoying what I was doing out here. And so I kind of fell back into that same headspace that I had fallen into 2 years ago. But this time I feel like I was much more prepared for it. I sought out some of the resources that I needed. So I go to therapy. I'm not ashamed to say that. I don't think anyone should be ashamed to say that. Um, but that's something that I kept private for a very long time, that I was struggling at all. So me being open on Twitch, being open with the music that I write and what I like to share, we've become a huge advocate for mental health. I think it's becoming more accepted that, and people are recognizing more and more that it is a problem, but there's still a stigma surrounding it. There's still people that are, that are in the same place that I was 2 years ago, that are still too afraid to acknowledge it, talk about it, seek out the resources they need. So I hope to be kind of an inspiration and maybe a learning lesson for some of these people that say, hey, this guy, he was like me. He didn't want to share. He didn't want to talk about it. But as soon as he did, I felt so much more healthier. And I still struggle. It's not a battle that'll maybe ever go away, but it's something that I'm at least a lot more prepared for and willing to handle and to address.
I think that I'm trying to decide which words I want to say first. My brain shoves everything in there at one time. Um, I think that it's great that you are so open and honest about it. And on top of, like, I think that it's great that you are. I think that you are so honest um about things at this point. And I think it does help. And I think that it's a great service just by being. And maybe this is me being sexist a little bit, but I think that it's great that a man can show that it's okay, because I think that sometimes, in our society, it's expected for men to just be okay. And so showing that it's okay to not be okay
Yeah.
is also good, and being able to be um a role model for people younger than you and people older than you that are still trying to figure out
Mhm.
um what that looks like in this time in this time and
For
space that
sure.
we're in. And I appreciate it. I think that I've reached out to you throughout this whole thing, and I've tried to express um how important and special we think that you are. And this is a big part of it, is that you are so kind about how you do everything, that you make people feel welcome. Um, and I think that, you know, I just think that it's really great. And the warm fuzzies, even when you're talking about something sad, is wonderful.
Yeah, I also just try to be open and as honest as I can, just because I genuinely believe everyone needs more exposure to, having these conversations, hearing these things that, while they might be difficult to hear, and of course I don't sit here every day and talk about, my depression, but I
Yeah.
definitely I definitely think it's something that I still think could be more of a norm than it currently is. And I still think that people just, need to talk about it more, whether it's with each other or with themselves. And so yeah, if I can just provide people an avenue to do that, then I'm very fortunate to be in a position where I can do that for other people too.
Yeah. And I think that I definitely fight with my own depression. And for me it's actually more of like a bipolar depression, so there's all kinds of ridiculous emotions involved. um but I think that you, as much as that you're honest, I feel like you kind of do this as well a little bit. I see this in you as much as I see it in me. I mean, we're sitting here having this conversation in shark glasses. So, I mean, I feel like a wonderful crutch that we use is humor.
Mhm.
And do you ever find that sometimes, even when you want to be open and honest, the depression just comes out as is, like, for me it's a very dark, dry humor. And yours isn't quite as dark and dry as mine. But do you ever find that sometimes Like it just looks different. Like some people don't necessarily think that I'm depressed because I'm just joking all the time. Have you ever had that kind of response at all?
Um, I would say definitely for me, it's I over time just because so I'm currently how old am I? I have to think about
This is
that.
a thing in your, this is another thing that's stuck in my brain. Your chat constantly has a thing about how old you are because you don't know most of the time,
I
right?
I believe I'm 26. I can say that. I can say I'm 26. Um,
I believe I can say that I'm 26. I don't think that there's actually any like strength in that sentence. Like I believe that I can say that I can say.
but okay, so I will say over the time that I've been alive, so for I would say the first 24 and a half years of my life, just because I was so guarded and I never let anyone in on what was, going on below the surface, I got pretty good at kind of putting, I don't want to call it putting on a facade because I was making an effort to be genuine, but sometimes I really did learn how to even if I felt like at the bottom of the barrel that day, that I could force my way to, make appearances, hold conversations, put on a smile when necessary. So, but that's obviously not a super healthy way to go about living because while I was, out in public or, in the case of Twitch on camera, looking at like I was feeling, 10 out of 10, I was feeling, 0 out of 10 that day. But I would say over time, I don't want to say I've let my guard down necessarily, but there are some bad days where I do let people see and I do let people in. And that's something that I never did. I'm not that funny of a person. So for me to rely on humor as a crutch would be probably not very good. But but in terms of like how I learned to respond to situations like that, I kind of got good at almost just putting on almost like a alter ego, just in times that I felt like really not dealing with people.
Yeah, I hear you on that. Most people think that I'm an extraordinarily outgoing person. Like, oh, you're
Oh,
an
same.
extrovert.
People are like, oh,
Yeah.
you must go out and meet people and make all the friends. And I'm like, if I had a choice, I would rather sit inside and just have some alone time,
Yeah, I don't think that I'm an introvert all the way, but I am not an extrovert. I am definitely a mix. Like I like to go out and do stuff, but I also have like a time limit. There's like
Yeah.
there's like here's the amount of time that I can handle peopling, and then I am done. Like and then it's time to go. And I think our children over the weekend wanted to do stuff that they wanted to do. And so it was
Mhm.
like go to this really ridiculously loud arcade. And I was like, okay, my peopling are going to be like this amount of time. Or they wanted to do, or they, it was pretty hot here. And one of the things they want to do is to like to go, there's this place here called the Desert of Maine. And I was
The
like,
desert of Maine.
yeah, it's a real place. But also, um, don't want to go to a desert, even in Maine, on a really hot day. So I was like, well, that I'm just going to be miserable. And they are too. They do worse in heat than anyone I've ever met. So I'm like, I'm not
Oh
doing
no.
that, taking you there. And then they're like, we want to go shopping. We'll use our money. And I was like, okay, we'll go out to eat. We'll go to lunch. But I think Jason saw the exact moment where the peopling ended. Like, like I came back from like getting something and like
I'm
meeting,
done.
yeah, just like I came in and he's like, "Oh, you're tired?" It's like, "Yeah, just done." Like, it's just it was that was it. It was just that was the moment. You could, yeah. Um, but I definitely feel you can use your words. You, you can say hi to her.
Oh, hi, Carly. Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt your thoughts or your
It's
your
okay.
train.
So earlier, Subby, I was telling you about the cabana sessions and
Yeah,
how
Carly's gonna join.
yeah, and how we are getting everything set up. And yeah, Carly is somebody that we are gonna hopefully have come here and it's gonna be super exciting. I'm working on it. I'm working
Amazing.
my freaking tail off to try to get it all put together. There's just a few bigger projects that I was trying to get done this year. And, circumstances happen and people fall off bikes. So they ended up being things I had to do.
Does happen.
Yeah. Okay. So, um, I need to know, and maybe you've talked about this. I'm sure you have. But why Young Sub 3? Like,
So
is there a Young Sub, a Young Sub 1, a Young Sub 2, and you're just like, no, this is a really great name. I'm gonna be the third one.
it kind of happened by accident. As I was talking earlier, my backstory, I joined Twitch because of gaming. And YoungSub3 had always just been my gamer tag ever since I played video games growing up, and that always
Okay,
was just my
but
video gamer tag.
where did that come from then? Like,
Um
it had to have come from someplace.
it kind of it was just it kind of came one day. I don't know. I really can't explain it. There's not like a super origin story, but yeah. And so then when I joined Twitch, I was like, okay, video games. I'm watching a gamer. Like I got to make an account. Boom. Here's my gamer tag from everything else that I do. But and then when I started streaming, I never really had a plan at the beginning to make streaming a long-term thing. It was supposed to be, oh, I'm gonna stream for a month or two to have some fun until I get until COVID stops and I get my job back. And obviously that wasn't how it
Wasn't
works
that a
out.
nice dream? Wasn't that like a really nice dream when we were like, okay, so the kids are home for like the weekend. Oh, we get to work from home for like a week. Okay, 2 weeks, three. This is never gonna go past April. We'll be back in work. When the frig is April ever gonna end? Like, I'm still waiting.
But yeah, and so that kind of just stuck. And then because I started streaming music, I just left it. But then after a while, I never got around to changing it. And then it got to a point where I was like probably 8 months or to a year in, and I was like, okay, it's kind of just my brand now. Like people know me as this name, like they know how to find me, blah 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 blah. And so I was like, I'm just not gonna bother changing it. But that's funny that we talk about this because actually I'm YoungSub3 for only a few more days. I'm actually working on a little rebrand here.
I had
So
heard that you were going to rebrand. Oh, can you tell
yes.
us a little bit more about that? Like, I am not using this as a prompt. Like, I'm
No.
turning color again
Yeah.
tonight. Look at that. Oh, it's great. Um, sorry, it's a problem here. I keep turning that feature off where I can be a chameleon and it doesn't stay off. Um, so I had heard you were going to rebrand, but I know nothing about it. And I
Sure.
wasn't even trying to prompt you for it, and I didn't know there was
No,
a
it's
name
okay.
change coming. So tell me more. Davey, do you have that
Yeah, so
popcorn?
I would say for the longest time I was pretty stubborn about it. I was like, okay, well, if I change my name, no one's gonna remember me, blah 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 blah. But um, because I had taken a little time off and I was like, okay, I'm getting back into the swing of things. Because I'm playing when I first started also this music journey, I was exclusively on Twitch. Like I wasn't playing anywhere else out in public or anything. I was just basically a bedroom musician. But since moving out to Denver,
I'm not gonna
I've
lie, that
started.
sounds a little, a bedroom
Oh,
musician.
playing by myself in my bedroom. Okay,
Getting better.
we'll
So
leave
much
that one
better.
alone.
Moving on. That's your
But
tagline. That'll be your tagline. Jack, bedroom musician, playing by myself with myself. I don't even know. We've got taglines for days here for you. Don't even worry about it.
but then since I've been out playing more and more in public, I started out playing open
Not really
mics,
much
and then
better.
I played a few open mics, and then played more and more live gigs and shows in town now. But I had just started going by my first and last name, and my last name is spelled Nadeau. So Vibing, if I guess if you've heard me pronounce my last name, but if you had to just give a random guess at how to pronounce that name, how would you probably say it?
Nadeau.
Eau.
Nadu.
That's not too bad. That's not too bad. But the problem is my name isn't. It's not like Smith or Johnson or something easy that and recognizable. So I've never, to this date, through growing up through school or playing out and about, the people that introduce me or call my name, I can't remember ever once having someone nail my last name on the first try. So I was like, okay, well, this might not work if I'm gonna, try to be a public figure. Like, you need something that can, be a little bit more easy on the public. So I just changed the spelling of my name to Nedo. And instead of, it's pronounced Nadeau, so it's a French name. But for the sake of pronunciation, Ned O is what it's been changed to. And so I'm JackNedoMusic out and everywhere. That's kind of becoming my identity in the Denver music scene. And I was thinking, since I'm becoming more legitimate out in the public, I should probably make this something legitimate here on Twitch. So at the end of the month is when I'm planning to switch over and kind of not close the book completely, because obviously YoungSub3 is my origin story, but at least as we become more and more official as a real musician, I wanted to make my brand a little more official as well.
You better not say the exact name that you want to use, or somebody might go out there and just like grab it.
Go in and steal it like a day or two
Yeah.
early and be like, I would like a payment of $1,000 for this username. Thank you.
Would you like
That's
to?
a genius idea. I mean, I'll actually do that to
Wait,
someone else, actually.
Hold on, wait a second. I got something I gotta do. I'll be right back.
You're good.
So I would like $1,000 if you would like that name.
No.
Just kidding, just kidding.
Well played. Well, very well played. Very well played.
So, well, no, that's really good, and I will miss calling you Subby, but
Oh, I mean, people are more than welcome to still call me. I mean, that's for those, and that'll be probably a cool little inside thing with the OGs for the. I mean, I guess I've been on Twitch for 2 years, but at least for the people that knew me like early on, that'll kind of be I don't think that name will go away.
I think this is probably very much just like a me thing, but I know a lot of people call you Jack, and I know that because you are Jack. This is not lost on me. This is not the whole like I get that, people. We don't need to go there. But anyways, so YoungSub3, Subby is in your names, therefore I feel okay calling you Subby. LJP Music, people call him Luke because it's his name, but I can't call him anything but LJP. LG Music, LG, like I can't, like people, I don't know what it is, and this is definitely something like an inner problem that I have. Like if your name is not in your actual screen name, I can't call you that. Even like when you change your name, I'll still be like, I just will be probably. I was a math teacher for a while, and I could never remember the kids' names from one semester to the next. So it was always a hey you situation where they'd be like, "Oh, hi, Miss Vibing." We're gonna go with that. "Hi, Miss Vibing," and I'd be like, "Hey, you, how have you been?" So I'm probably just not gonna call you anything because I'm gonna not know what to do. Like I'm gonna be like stunted and be like, like, I didn't really get to know Joyce Lee Music before she really had her name changed, so I feel okay with that. But I don't know. I'm gonna have some serious problems.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna probably and here's another thing too is I'm sure the short term effects, like people are gonna be very confused. They're gonna be like, wait, who when they see the name. But yeah, just for the sake of the brand, I'm hoping they'll catch on.
I think people will. I think there are a number of people that we actually follow that for the first few times, you're like, "Who is this?" And you pop in, you're like, "Oh, hey." It doesn't take very long for that to actually occur. Ooh, Jameer. Welcome in, Jameer. Now, see, this is a completely different thing. This is like the opposite of what I just said. Jamie 8888, which is ridiculous. Why do you have that many eights in your name? I can't call her Jamie. It's Jameer, and there's nothing else I can do about it. So I don't know. I'm a conundrum, and I apologize for it. But I will. From now on, you are you. So thanks for just being here and talking to us. You. It's been great.
Cool. I'll just change my is that taken as a username? I'm sure it is.
Yeah, I bought that one too. If you'd like it, it's $1,000. So
but going back, sorry, just to touch
Go
on, there
for
is
it.
a
No.
Young Sub 2. So I don't believe there's a Young Sub 1, but actually Young Sub 2 used to kind of be I haven't streamed from it in quite a bit, but it actually is an account that I also started, and it kind of used to be my alternate content channel. So when I first started on Twitch, I had far less of a filter because like I said, I didn't know if streaming was going to be a long-term thing. So I was in the military, and at minimum in the military, no matter what your experience is, you learn how to swear. And so I used to have a pretty bad potty mouth on my early days on Twitch. And so
Carly's like,
it was
"See,
probably
I told you."
over time I kind of got some feedback that I probably should clean it up a little bit, just because I was at that time I was streaming at like 2 PM. And some people are listening to me at work and such, and for me to be using the language that I used to use on stream, probably not the most work friendly stream environment. But so anyways, I just had an idea to kind of take that side of Subby to a separate channel. So I didn't use it very long, and I mostly just played games and did chatting streams over there. But there was a little era that YoungSub3 was active, but I kind of closed the door on that just because, like I said, there's only so much language that I think is in my opinion appropriate for Twitch. So
So Beeps says, "Thank you for your service."
my pleasure.
I'm
Maybe.
pretty sure that says Beeps. It looks like the right number of letters. Hold on a second.
With your shark glasses on.
Yep, that was Beeps. So, but also I need to say, earlier in the chat, when they were joking and talking about YoungSub2, YoungSub3, Davey said that YoungSub2 now better than ever, YoungSub3. But it went the other way, so I really feel like, and I do apologize, you are not going to get this reference, Subby. But anybody that does not think that there's a droid named Drew will get this. It's really more like the prequels and Jar Jar Binks coming in, where like the worst one goes, ahead. Like, it's like
I'm
all
assuming
the
that's a Star Wars reference.
all the swearing is like in the prequel, and then there's like YoungSub3. Yeah. No, it was an aside. It was nothing. You didn't miss a thing there. It's fine. Drew the droid is a real droid. It's good. You are 100% correct on that one. You're really good at Star Wars trivia.
We found out at Davy's show that I don't know why, just for whatever reason, like I've seen all the Harry Potter and read all the Harry Potter books, and I've read and seen all the Lord of the Rings, but for some reason, like the Star Wars series just never really caught me on from early on, and then I just grew up not around it and not with it, and then I'm now 26, and to date I've still seen only 4 of the, how many movies are there? At least 9.
Yeah,
I think
9
maybe
plus
more
then
if you
all
don't
of the
count the in-betweeny
offshoots.
ones.
Yeah,
but
the in-betweeny ones.
But the worst part, and for anyone out there in chat that's a Star Wars fan, this is gonna make them cringe. But the first film that the order that I've seen the Star Wars films that I've seen, I saw 8 first. Star Wars 8 was the first one I ever saw. In
Episode
theaters.
8.
Or episode 8. Did I just say the 8?
You said Star Wars
The
8.
8th one. It's like, isn't it like Fast and Furious almost, kind of?
Yeah, it's exactly the same, except in outer space with like little
Exactly.
not
Yeah,
X-wings, because what were you calling them?
Cars and spaceships
Yeah.
close enough, you know?
Yeah, they're space cars. That's really all it is. It's just like space cars.
But so I started with Star Wars Episode 8, and then I saw the 9th one because I was like, okay, now that I've seen at least one of them, I'll watch them in sequence. So I watched 8 and then 9, and then I was like, okay, I should probably check out the beginnings. But at that time, no one told me that the beginning is actually Episode 4 and not Episode 1. So I skipped all the way back to what I thought was the beginning.
Oh, and you met Jar Jar Binks, and you were like,
And I met the
Where's
first
Drew?
one or episode. And so I watched 8, 9, then Episode 1, and then someone corrected me, and they're like, "That's not actually the real original. The real original is Episode 4." So I've seen 8, 9, 1, and 4. For all of you hardcore Star Wars fans out there, I'm sure they're all trying to punch me through the screen. But
Okay, I will say this. I didn't watch any of them until after Jason and I had been dating for a while, and that wasn't until 2004. So not too long ago in the grand scheme of my old lady life. In your life, it was like you were 3. So it's fine. Wait, is that actually probably about accurate? It's pretty damn close. Oh, we are really old. Oh, that is disgusting. You are so young. That's, oh.
I don't feel
I just
it.
need
I
to
don't
cry
feel it.
for a minute. Just hold on a second, everybody. It's just gonna. It's fine. It's fine. Any who's it wasn't. So it wasn't until recently-ish that I watched them. So sometime in my 30s. So you still have some time to get there, and it wasn't
to get cultured.
Yeah, to get to become like a full person. You're fine. You have time. And it took me a long time to get there. It's okay. You're already on the right track. You're good with wizards. You're there with like hobbitses. You're good with all these things.
I think.
Oh, damn.
Don't tell me we're doing trivia tonight because I quit if that's the case. Okay.
Not trivia exactly. But yeah, you still have time. I didn't really get into it until my now 11-year-old was really into it. And then there was a New Year's Day where we watched nearly all of them. And I think that was in 2019. Well, 2020. So our then 6-year-old watched all of them. So you have time. You have time. If you decide to have kids, you hurry then.
I gotta get on it.
Yeah, you need to make sure that you're at least teaching the younger generation how to live correctly, even if you failed yourself up to this point and think that.
Well, that's the thing I'm worried about vibing is even though I'm 26, I can already tell I have some old man tendencies. So like my generation kind of sucks. Like I'll be the first to say it. Like I just the kids my age between the ages of 20 and 29 are just not people. The kids these days aren't cultured. They don't know what's
Except
good
for Carly.
bad. Except for Carly. True that. But
She's
but so the fact that I'm already like old man yells at cloud waving my fist, like I feel like that's probably bad news for what I'm going to be like actually in like 40 or 50 years from now.
Oh yeah, they now have their own children, so they have slowed down, but there is a couple in our neighborhood that didn't have kids and they really drove way too
Mhm.
fast. We live in a cul-de-sac, so we all know each other.
Yeah.
They also know that I did not like that they drove fast because I let them know with my old lady tendencies. Slow down. But if you're driving in a cul-de-sac, you slow down. It doesn't matter if you have kids or not. You're in a freaking cul-de-sac. Like, what else are you
Yeah.
to do? Where are you going? Around in a circle? You live here. You gotta stop halfway. Like, yeah. I do want to talk about the fact that you just admitted that you're a little bit of an old man. I think that you had maybe it was a blind date at one point, or wasn't there a date that you had with a mom?
I get, yeah, we can go into that. So I at one point I was involved with a person older than myself, and my mods somehow got wind of that, and they, as mods are already trolly to begin with, when
Why
they
is
found out
that?
that I
They're
was
supposed to be there to support you, and our mods and my mom are the worst trolls. It's horrible.
but yeah, so they my mods and the involvement, I'll call it an involvement. The involvement didn't last all that long, but I think because of that, it even became more of a joke, and with a running joke with them. And so actually for it was one of my birthday streams. They sent me a bunch of cougar related birthday gifts because they had known my history with or my apparent history with older women.
Yeah. They are gigantic trolls. Um, it's kind of a love. I don't want to say hate because that's such a strong word, but damn it, they are trolls. You know what I
They
mean?
know how to push all the right
They
buttons. They
they
really
do.
do.
I'm pretty sure that in our mod chat in our Discord there is probably 18 messages waiting from me after this string of conversation we're having right now. So so we don't have trivia for you tonight. What we do have is Family Feud. Have you
Oh,
seen that?
I mean, that's I love Family Feud. Like, I'll watch it. I know all, I mean, I only lived for not that long, but I mean, I knew people know it only now as Steve Harvey, but either the guy from Home Improvement, he hosted it for a while. What was his name? I don't
Oh, I
remember
don't
his name,
remember
but
which one from Home Improvement did. It wasn't.
yeah, way back when it was on cable television, I used to watch it.
I
Yeah.
remember the really old guy that used to like kiss all the women. And it was more like TV Land episodes.
Oh yeah, way back
Yeah, way
when
back.
that wasn't a weird thing to do.
Yeah, except watching it, you're like, stop, stop. Yeah, yeah. Ugh.
Okay, Family Feud. I might. Okay, here's the thing. I
Cringy.
know the
Yes, that
game
is
very
right.
well, so
Oh,
I
I'll
might be
explain it.
good at the game, but I'm probably actually not going to be good at
Oh, you're not
knowing
going to be
things.
good at it because we don't really understand who was surveyed in these surveys.
Okay.
So nobody that actually can guess answers that make sense is very good at this game.
Oh boy.
So
Okay.
yeah, um,
Okay.
it was pretty bad.
So I got to think outside the box even more than normal.
Yeah, like one of the things was like name something hot, and not it was like hot tea. And you're like, excuse me, what? That was the answer. Like, no, you can't. It was dumb. People are dumb. All right, I'm gonna switch up the thing. Hold on,
Let's do it.
gotta press some buttons, and we gotta bring a Jason on. He's our game show host.
Let's do it.
All right. We need to do this. Boop. And then here you come. There you are.
There I am.
All right.
Hi, Jack.
Hi, Jason.
All
Okay,
right.
so I need to.
I've got it. Hold on. I got to turn down the brightness on my screen.
Yeah, I gotta turn down the brightness on my eyeballs. Hold on. So here's a
Wait,
quick run.
if we're changing out of the shark glasses, I got other beach glasses prepared.
Oh, good. I can't handle that anymore. I can't see.
There we
So
go.
here's how we play it on my eyes. My eyes are like, what have you been doing to me? Okay, so here's how we play it. So Jason will give us a topic.
Mhm.
For example, what's a house you would not want to live in? And then you have to try to come up with the number one answer, you being
Cool.
either of us. And if you think that you have the number one answer, you buzz in. You buzz in by making any kind of sound that you would like. Believe
Okay.
me, there have been plenty of different types of buzz-in sounds throughout this time. And then,
I have like a hold on before we continue. So this is a office Jello replica that
yeah,
makes
it's a little
noises.
stapler.
Is that going to count? Can that count as my
Can you
buzzer because it makes
put it
noise?
up? Yep, that'll work.
Okay.
That'll work.
That certainly counts.
So so you could say, if you were Susie Funtown, my mother-in-law's house, and that would not have been on the survey, so you wouldn't have gotten a chance at the prize. So the other person would have gotten a chance to steal. And how you can steal is actually by having the chat help you. So actual answers on this particular survey question would be the doghouse, jailhouse, a haunted house. And if you got one of those and it was the number one answer, you would get the point. But if you didn't get the number one answer, the other person could steal and chat could help you.
Gotcha.
And the Roxy Paradox would like to know a little bit more about your fanny pack.
Oh, yeah. So as part of the outfit, so I knew I was coming to the island tonight, so I had to dress appropriately. So we were actually wearing swim trunks. Not that I want to show my crotch just to the camera, but we were wearing swim trunks with matching fanny pack. So USA swim trunks, USA fanny pack. And then of course we had to go with the floral shirt. And last but not least, sandals. Wait, that's gonna show my legs. Sandals at the beach.
Yeah.
I'll do it this way. That's much easier.
Also, you've got the shell necklace.
Oh yes, the puka shell necklace that
Yeah.
I bought this in middle school. And somehow still fits. So I was probably like 12 years old and I was like, oh, that looks cool. I'm gonna buy that and look so cool in middle school. And I for some reason still own it.
You did look cool then, and now you still own it.
You do.
You need to just like really, I do appreciate, like Roxy said, the commitment. I do really appreciate it. And if you could just like file this in your brain, like this is a great island outfit, because when we do another luau, you're gonna need to like rock this outfit as part of your like luau performance.
We can make that happen.
Unfortunately, we couldn't make it happen this time for you to be part of it. You did offer up your services as a backup. So while we hope no one gets sick or can't make it, it would be amazing to have you as part of it. But just file this outfit, like just take like a quick selfie, like for the next time.
Better with or without the fake bleach hair?
Oh, I'm pretty sure that if you're going full on luau stream, the bleach hair needs to be there. There you go. Yep.
There we go.
I'd put up a poll, but I don't think there's any question what the answer's gonna be.
there's just like just put any emote if you think the bleach hair is the thing that like needs to be there on a raid train stream. Like it's gotta happen, right? Just any emote in chat's fine. Beach equals bleach. Roxy didn't. She's like,
Hey.
no, we got it
There you go.
completely.
That says it all.
Yes. They're coming in. We've got some yeses. People are just like, I can't even. Bleach scare. Okay. Oh, while we have adjacent here, I had mentioned to you that this was an okay place to have a beverage. I see you drinking water. Did you happen to bring your whiskey with you?
Oh, of course I did. So I don't really I used to drink a lot, especially in the military, but over time, my hangovers have gotten significantly worse. So I don't really drink to
Oh,
get
just
drunk
wait till you
like I
keep
used
getting
to.
older.
It's really crazy though, because it really was a night and day difference. Like I remember going out one weekend and I woke up fine. You know, I'm sure I had too many drinks past the recommended serving size. Um, but and then I woke up fine. But then I just remember waking up one day and I was like, wow, this does not feel good. Is this what a hangover feels like? Because I think this is it. And then ever after that point, anytime I had more than 2 or 3 beverages, we felt it the next day. But because we are on a talk show and I do not drink that much anymore, I had to bring out the good stuff. So we were actually working on a 18-year-old bottle of single malt Scotch whiskey. So
Ooh.
we went all out tonight, and
Wow.
I'm not going to drink all that much because again, one pour of this would probably put me on the roof. But
Yeah, I
we'll
wouldn't
cheers
say
a little
drink the
bit
whole
while you
thing.
guys.
Jason, do you want to tell us what we're gonna have?
Yeah, we've got some scotch here too, some Glenlivet. So
Ooh,
we'll
nice.
It's a 12
Matching
year, not
scotch.
an
yes,
18.
it's not as special. It's still nice.
It's still going to taste delicious, though, I'm sure.
We'll go like this for now, I guess.
I mean, what are you drinking tonight, Vibing?
Right now, I'm drinking some Glenlivet with you guys.
Oh boy.
So yeah, I there's definitely a night and day difference, just like you said. There was like, and it keeps getting worse. You're like, oh, so this is what a hangover is, and then you turn 30 and you're like, this is what death feels like, and then you turn 40 and you're like, how come death lasts a week? And then, yeah, and then your mods say you need to go to bed now, and then you check in with them and they're like, how are you feeling the next day? And you're like, it's fine. And they're like, no, you're not. Yeah, what are you drinking that it feels like death? Probably the rum, and then the
Too much. That's what you're
Glenlivet,
drinking when it
and
feels like
then
that. Too much.
and then also the lager, like all of the things added together. So yeah, so cheers to you.
Cheers.
Thank you so much for being on our show. We really do appreciate it. You're a very special person, and it means a lot that you would come on the show tonight.
Well, I'm just like I said, I'm so glad that we were able to make this happen. And again, I can't stress enough how cool it is to be sitting here. And like I said, what was it? Probably almost a year ago when you were just talking about getting this thing off the ground, and now look at where you two have taken this thing. It's crazy. It's crazy cool.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, we've been so we went officially live for the first time at the end of October. But it was a long time. As much as I don't like people, I do like talking into a microphone about interesting things. And so like I had a beer podcast for quite some time, and I missed that. And so I knew I wanted to have another talk show podcast situation, and I didn't know how to make. You talked about needing to take a break and needing to be able to like have that. I quit podcasting because I got to the point where I felt like I was adding to the noise and not adding value. And I didn't want to do that. I don't mind adding silly stupid things. Like if you go and follow my Instagram, all you'll ever see is silly stupid things. Like that's it. That's all I do. But hopefully you get a laugh at them. I know that I do when I watch them back. I'm like, that was funny. Like, I am okay laughing at myself every once in a while, either at myself or like thinking I'm funny sometimes. I can do that when it's like silly, stupid, and something like that. But when it just feels like you don't have like anything clear to say, you're not really adding any value other than just taking up airspace, that's really difficult to me. And so it took a lot to figure out how we could come up, like how we could actually add value to Twitch. And the thing that we loved that helped us get through the pandemic. So it took a lot to figure that out. And I have to actually say that I don't think that I've actually said this before, but Adjacent really stepped up because I have no humor. Like I am not funny if I don't have somebody to bounce things off of. And so Jason and I had that conversation many times. And Jason is not someone who has a talk show. That's not who his personality is. And so there are a number of people in our community that I reached out to and I was like, I want to do this show. Here's my idea. Will you do it with me? But one of the things I stupidly make fun of and stupidly like talk about on my Instagram is how hard it is to get IRL people into Twitch. And so they're like,
it's crazy.
oh, so hard. And so they didn't understand. I was like, this is the special, amazing thing that I want to show off. So I want to like give this thing back, but I need somebody to help, like do this with me. And I think that you're great and you're wonderful. Will you do this with me? But they had no passion for it because they knew nothing about Twitch. They couldn't buy into Twitch. And it didn't work out for them. So I was just at a loss. And I was talking to Jason about it, and he's like, you know, I could do that. I could be your co-host. And I was like, wait, are you sure? Like, I know that you don't love it. And he's like, I don't, but he said that he would do it for me. And I think that you've done amazing, and the show would not be anything without you.
Thank you.
I actually didn't know that origin story of your both origin, Jason becoming a streamer.
Yeah.
Almost by
Yeah.
accident, it sounds like.
Yeah, he did it out of love for me. And now I'm gonna freaking cry because I do that and it's dumb. But yeah, I appreciate you, and this show would not have been anything without you. So thank you.
I appreciate you. Now you're crying.
Oh, I know I'm stupid and it's dumb.
Yeah, I mean, we both had a passion for the Twitch music community, like you said, because it helped us get through the pandemic, and I really did appreciate it. I did not really have any desire to be on camera or any of that, but I feel like it was the right move, and I've certainly developed a more comfort level as I've gone through it.
Yeah.
Much more than the
Jason,
first
can I
few
just
streams.
say,
Yeah.
can I just say you naturally have a great voice for doing any kind of entertainment behind a microphone, though. So because I studied broadcasting, and that's what I did before the pandemic, but I was not blessed actually with a great natural broadcaster voice. So all the people that you see on the news have those deep booming voices, or there's a certain register that's best appealing to the human ear. And my voice is actually higher outside of that range. So when I actually do any broadcasting work, I actually have to alter basically what I do. But Jason, you're a natural.
Well,
natural.
thank you. That means a lot coming from you.
Are you done crying yet? Oh man.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a long like from the time when we said I'm going to start streaming to the time we started streaming was actually quite a while, because it took us a while to figure out how we could add value and how I could do it comfortably with you know, adding humor to it.
Mm.
So, and I know that sometimes Jason becomes the butt of my jokes, and I apologize, but I also appreciate him for that.
That's what I'm here for. It's fine.
Okay. Jamie said that we need to start the
Okay.
game.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
Okay.
Let's get my buzzer.
Hold on.
Let's reset. Subby has his buzzer. Are you going to use a kalimba or thank you for the bits?
286. She loves us twice.
Is it one for each of us?
I think so.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Thank you so much for those bits, Mom. Thank you so much for that gift sub to I something Bruno. I to Bruno.
Mm-hmm.
I to
Yeah,
Bruno.
we were there earlier today.
Yeah, we were. I was there.
Yeah.
We were there. We were there with African Beeps. Beeps? Was it Beeps?
Was it? I think.
Was it multiple? It was Nimi's sister.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right.
All right.
That's the history of our afternoon. Okay. Are you using a buzzer? Are you going to make a noise?
Probably just cry. It's fine.
Make a loud cry noise. Okay. All right. So if you buzz in, wait for me to say, give your answer.
Yep.
Just in case we have a really close buzzer beater, so to speak. Make sure we don't give out answers too soon. All right. So the first question is,
Crying is a noise. Jamie says it's fine.
name a food you might find in a school cafeteria. That's great.
Does that count?
Yes.
A
All right.
chicken patty, or chicken burger.
It's potentially on the list, but not number one.
I was gonna say.
Ooh.
Oh, I will. I'm gonna wait. I have an answer that I was going to say, but I'm not gonna say it quite yet. Because I want to see. We've got pizza, which is a good one. Mac and cheese, burgers. Roxy
Was
has
I the
a
weird
lot
kid
of
that
ideas.
the chicken sandwich is my favorite? That's the first thing I thought of. But I was probably just a weird kid.
I haven't thought about it in a long time, but I like those too. That's a
Okay, I'm just gonna say what
That's
I
a
was gonna
good
say,
call.
but it's not my answer. Isn't there a Sloppy Joe's song about a cafeteria lady by Adam Sandler?
yeah.
Sloppy Joe's, sloppy Joe's. So
Mhm.
that's my like initial thought. Does milk count? That's a good one. Chicken nuggets. Roxy has so many things that she's like, these are the answers. Look, see,
Yeah.
she's prime. The Roxy Paradox. I'm not sure if you've met her or not yet. She's a newish streamer.
I have not.
She sings in a number of different languages and
Wow.
would like to be a Disney princess.
Oh, that's amazing.
But she was our guest last week, and so she knows. She's like, all right, I got this. I am ready. I can't help but need to say Sloppy Joe's. It's probably the wrong answer, but I have to. That's all I've got is Sloppy Joe's.
Is that your answer?
Yeah,
Final answer.
final one.
Nope.
Damn.
Okay.
Okay, what were the answers?
I gotta determine if his is close enough.
If it's
I've probably
still-
given it away by saying that.
Yeah, well,
I don't know. Have we ever had no one get it?
Yeah, then Irene and I remember
Then
we
it
had
keeps
the
going.
sun and the
What do we keep going?
yeah.
All right.
All right.
It's back to Jack because I'm not
Okay.
gonna count his
Ooh.
original answer, but you get another chance.
Well, I'm
you
gonna.
can use
I'm gonna-
any one of
I'm gonna
Roxy's
steal-
answers.
I was gonna say I'm gonna steal Roxy's genius and say pizza because I feel like kids' go-to is probably gonna be pizza.
All right, that's it. That's the number one answer.
Bang.
You get a point. All right, the number two
Can't
answer.
really take credit for that though because I didn't even think of it at first.
The number two answer was chicken nuggets, not
Mm.
chicken patty or chicken burger. So that's why I wanted to give it to you, but it's not quite the same. But pizza is number one. And then we had tacos, PB&J, and milk.
Oh,
Milk was
milk was on there.
Milk
on there.
was.
Someone said that.
Yeah,
They said, "Does milk count?"
milk was on there. Also, PB&J is not something that actually can be in most schools anymore.
Not anymore.
It needs to be sun butter and jelly.
Mm.
You want to know how
Peanut
we know?
allergies, I'm guessing.
Yeah, and we know this not because our kids have sun butter. Not because our kids have peanut allergies, but because our kids refuse to eat anything other than peanut butter, and they don't have it, so therefore they have to eat the sun butter.
Oh.
Yeah, it's great. We are in the middle of a hype train. We are, crap. What are the words I'm trying to type in? We are in the middle of a game. So do you think that we just keep playing the game?
Yeah.
Or, yeah, that's fine, right?
Yeah.
If we happen to finish early, we'll go to
Yeah.
what we normally do, but they're all basically the same.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
You ready for the next one?
Yep.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, let's do it. All right. Name. Are you really ready, vibing?
Yeah, last time I made a this kind of noise again.
Okay,
Do you
alright.
really think I'm going to remember to make a sound again? Even if I'm 100% paying attention? I
No.
will try, but my brain might as well just do nothing anyway.
Let out a little squeak. All right, here we go. Name Halloween costumes that are professions.
What? Oh, me!
Yes.
I'm a cop. You would dress up as a cop, right?
It's on the list, not number one. So
Yeah.
let's go chat. What do we have?
E to the B, says doctor.
Doctor. Hello,
I was
Edith
gonna
B.
say doctor. That would have been mine.
Nurse.
Kids dress up as a doctor.
Happens.
I guess. Even mom says doctor.
Lots of nurses
Is
and
it Doc
doctors.
McStuffin? Is that what it really is?
Yes, that's be a cartoon doctor.
Doc McStuffin. So we've got doctor, nurse. That's what I said, Joe. I said cop. Fireman. Ooh, fireman's pretty good.
It's
Mom,
Batman.
no. A Cabbage Patch Kid is just what you dressed me up as, not a profession. Batman. Superhero is superhero a profession? I don't know.
It is to some people.
I mean, I
I might have to go with doctor. I'll probably have to lean on chat. Chat seems like they know what they're doing.
Eat beeps. No, mom and beeps. Stop it. You can't just name the things mom dressed me up as. Those are not professions. Cut it out. Doctor.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Okay. Yes. Number one answer was doctor or nurse.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Followed closely by police officer. And then also closely by firefighter. Those were all really close. And then construction worker and an astronaut.
Roxy,
Ooh,
250.
astronaut.
Yeah, that's right. Michael Myers. All right, Subby's got 2. All right, so we do best out of 5. So
Yeah.
if you get this one, you get the win.
Ooh.
Okay.
I'm really wondering who these kids are that want to be dressed up as doctors. Like, I've not met them. My kid wanted to be a train.
A train?
Yeah. Yep, not the conductor, the
The
train.
train.
Interesting.
Okay. Next question.
Ready.
Name a body part that begins with E.
Ooh, blue. I don't know what that was. I don't know. Can't tell you. I have no information on that. But I'm going to say elbow.
It's on the list, not number 1.
I am one of the few people who looks hot eating a cupcake.
You
It's me buzzing.
That never gets old.
I would say ears. Ears.
Yes, number 1 answer is ear.
Oh.
Congratulations.
Whoa.
Ear, then eye, elbow, and esophagus.
What kid knows the word esophagus?
Yeah, that's when I'm thinking about like body
Or I
parts.
guess it doesn't
the
have to be a
first
kid.
No, but when I'm thinking about body parts, even as a 40-year-old woman, I'm like, oh yes, my esophagus,
It's pretty far down the list.
my intestine, my yeah. These are the things that
clavicle?
No,
We don't joke about
We don't.
clavicles around here.
we do not discuss clavicles.
Oh goodness. All right. Congratulations, Subby. I'm gonna add it to the list that I'm gonna make someday.
Yeah.
We have
a
the
new
standings.
we have a new mod.
The table.
Maybe we can make that be his job.
Sure. He's not here to.
No, we can assign him.
to
Let's take
defend
a
himself.
mod vote. Mods, do you think that we should make it Small's job to keep track of the wins and losses? Let's put it to a mod vote, and we'll go from there. Yes, they all say yes.
There we go. Settled.
All right, let's clear some points. Let's clear some adjacent. Bye, love. See you later. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, Jason.
Bye.
So that is our game. There's no trivia, but there is whatever that was. Whoa. we Jason is freaking messing with me. He's trying to see if he can totally screw me up. Are you all done with this? All right, he says yes. So, Sabi, you have more than just the one original song. Would you mind playing us one of your original songs? And your songs must be on Spotify by this point, right?
They are not actually, still not. So that's actually one of the things that I'm kind of right in the middle of the process right now of the recording process to get Somebody Loves You. Is that's going to be my first or my debut release to get that put together. So
Well, when
soon.
you do release
Ish.
that, please let us. Ooh, we have an emote for that actually. It's just a thing here. When you do release that, please let us know. We would love to be able to share that on stream with everybody
Definitely.
and get some folks to add that to their playlist because it is beautiful.
For sure.
And
Thank you.
I know that you've said in the past, and this is a complete oh, the word's not coming to me, but you're selling yourself short when you say that when you say anything disparaging against your length of songwriting, your length of singing, where you are in your songwriters, singers timeline, because that song and some of the other songs that you have written that I've heard are really amazing, and your voice is lovely, and maybe it's not the correct octave for a broadcaster's, but it is wonderful.
Thank you.
And I think that you need to, as much as it's hard to remember things sometimes when it comes to trying to remember how, like, our positive attributes. I know that it's hard to remember that sometimes, but you need to remember that you are very talented, and there are so many people that are behind you.
I
So
appreciate you saying that.
will you play us a song tonight?
Definitely. So I'll do my I guess it's kind of my signature original to date. Somebody Loves You, which is the song we talked a little earlier in the stream, is the one about mental health. So yeah, let me let me play that.
Awesome. Let me shift
I need
the
to make sure I'm
screen.
set up too. Sure.
Ooh, I really like, I don't get to see like all of the floral on your shirt because it's like just like the floral prints on the back. But when you leaned over, I really like that shirt. It's so pretty.
It was a cheap buy.
Oh, I love
So,
it.
yeah,
It's beautiful.
So I will perform. Like I said, this has kind of become one of my signature or my signature, or the song that the most people, I would say the song that the most people know that I've written to date. But it's called Somebody Loves You, and for those of you out there that haven't heard it, this is a song. Hold on, I'm gonna take all the beach attire off for the moment, just because this is a little bit more of a serious song. But
put on
yeah,
the
so I wrote this
sunglasses.
about keeping the sunglasses, just changing the vibe a little bit.
All right, let me just take
but yeah, this
myself
song-
off and mute me, and you have the floor.
Sure.
All right, you are good to go.
Perfect. So yeah, I wrote this kind of about my own journey and my own battles, struggles, if you will, with mental health. So this song is for all of you out there that might be struggling too, and might just need to hear that somebody's going to be there for you, even when it doesn't feel like it. When there's no knocking at your door, no worth living anymore. Staring blankly out the window, the weight just too heavy on your shoulder. Just remember these words. Just listen to what I say. There's a shoulder cry on out there, a voice for the darkness when you're scared. Make no mistake, it's okay to not be okay. Just remember somewhere that somebody loves you. When the pain cuts too deep, no path left in front of your feet, the dreams are lonely inside. There's hurt your eyes just can't hide. Oh, just remember these words. Just listen to what I say. There's a shoulder to cry on out there, voice for the darkness when you're scared. Make no mistake, it's okay to not be okay. Just remember somewhere that somebody loves you. Just remember these words. Just listen to what I say. There's a shoulder to cry on out there somewhere, a voice
face the darkness when you're scared. Make no mistake, it's okay to not be okay. Just remember, somewhere, that somebody loves you.
So that is in a original song called "Somebody Loves You."
That was lovely.
I hope it came through okay over Zoom, but I did feel. I will say, hold on, let me. My reverb is still on. Give me one second. Pro streamer. There we go. I will say vibing. So I have over the past I guess just over 2 years since I wrote that song. I've performed it quite a number of times, but something about getting to play it here in a space that's not my regular stream, and getting to talk about it a little more, something just felt extra special about getting to play it here. So thank you for giving me the opportunity to share a little of my music too.
It felt special.
I'm sorry to make you emotional.
Just give me 1 second. I need to
No
breathe.
worries.
I need to like suck in the tears in my eyes. But it doesn't always work, so that's a problem I have. So again, 18 things in my head at once. So that was beautiful. I think one of the things that jumps in my head every time I hear that you sing that is that I hope that you really feel that and know that even on your darkest days. And I know that it's hard because it's hard for me, and I deal with a lot of the same stuff that you and some of our best friends here on Twitch deal with. So I know that it's difficult. But every single word that you say in there is so true. And that it's hard to believe it when you're in it, because it feels like everything is just sucky and hurts. But even on my darkest days, I can say, if you're having a really dark day, or, Roxy just said that's exactly what she needed to hear tonight. And I know that there are other friends in here that feel this way too. Even on my darkest day, I can't fathom how anyone else could ever feel that way, because I can see the amazingness in you, in Roxy, in everyone here in chat. And I think it sucks that our brains all work in the way where we lie to ourselves, because we can see it in other people. Like, I can see in you how great you are. So the fact that you don't always feel like you're great sucks. And there's so many people that I know that have these same feelings that really need to know that they're amazing. And it's just so hard to feel that way sometimes. Like that you are amazing. Like, and so it's just, I
Well, and it's
I
it's
wish that
it's
feeling was
crazy
for
to look back on
everybody.
it too. Oh, sorry to interrupt you, Bobby. I
No,
was
no,
just gonna
no.
say it's crazy to look back on it though, because when I first wrote the song, it was around that time where it was kind of at a point where I was like, okay, I'm gonna be honest with myself, not even worrying about other people. I'm going to be honest with myself about what's actually going on, what's actually how I feel. But I kind of at the time that I wrote this song, I kind of wrote it to myself, and I of course, as part of songwriting, I wrote it in a way that I could share it and other people could hear it. But I really wasn't thinking about at that time. I wasn't. I didn't fully comprehend what a message through music could convey to other people. So even when I wrote this was still kind of just addressing myself, but the fact that it's this song and its message has taken to so many people, and so many people have responded to it and truly listened to it, and like of course it sounds like it might sound pleasant to the ear, but you're talking about the actual lyrics in it. The fact that something that I created could have an impact like that on someone else, anyone else, is still kind of mind blowing to me. And I'll sorry, I want to let you catch your tears, recover. But one
Oh,
other
that
thing I
doesn't
wanted to
happen.
talk
Don't
about.
worry.
But one other thing that I wanted to touch on too was kind of why it's so I wrote this song in June of 2020. Was my first couple months into this whole music journey. But the reason why it's taken me now over 2 years to ever even get in a studio and to work on it was because for the longest time I genuinely didn't believe it was a song worthy to be put through that process, to record it in a nice studio, to have someone who knows what they're doing work on it, make it sound great, and then to be able to release it to the world. I didn't think that for the longest time. I would say probably for the first year that I wrote it and then performed it, I didn't really think it was anything other than just a song. um but it was, I would say, especially as I've gotten more and more involved in this mental health journey, and more people have reached out to me, just about whether it's me sharing about my experiences or this song. um it's been honestly the other people encouraging me and showing love and really connecting with this song in ways that I never expected. That's what's actually motivated me to work towards releasing it. Because honestly, there was no point in the past where I was like, okay, I'm proud of this. Like, let's make this happen. Like, let's get this produced. Let's get this out the door. Like, that was never a priority. That was never even a thought for me up until I want to say about 6 months ago. It was enough people were pounding my DM saying, hey, like, we want to hear this. Like, more people need to hear this. And it was enough. It was kind of the the mob that convinced me to take the song a little more seriously and really kind of reevaluate not only what the song meant to me, but now because it's been heard by a lot of people, what the song means to other people. And so that's why I'm kind of finally following through and doing the steps necessary to get this out into the world in a more professional manner.
I I don't know if a more professional manner necessarily is quite. I think a more easy to share manner. You know what I mean? Like it's not.
Sure.
I don't. I don't feel like there's a lack of professionality in the way it is
That's
now.
true.
I think that I think I just need to be able to like put it in a little tiny package and then like send it to my friend who will not get on freaking, Twitch and be like,
Twitch.
"Here you go. Just take this for a minute." Um it's it is needed. It I don't know. There's so many feels around it, and Um,
Well, and I'll also say this too. So one thing that I had also fought against for the longest time is people have been asking, at least, like, why haven't you recorded a cover and at least put it on YouTube or SoundCloud or at least somewhere else other than Twitch that people can access it? And I kind of pushed back on that for the longest time. I was like, if I'm not going to release it, professionally through streaming services, like, I kind of want to just keep it like a little private, not private, but a little thing special to Twitch. But I kid you not, vibing, just getting to play that now in this setting and feeling different about that performance than I normally ever do, like that, playing this for you has me thinking right now, like, after we're done here, do I want to record a cover of the song for the very first time ever? So I don't know if I don't know if the if the island show just opened up a huge a huge little a huge little door for all of the rest of all of the rest of our community that has been asking for it. But something about, I wasn't kidding when I said it felt different and it felt special getting to play it here for y'all. So I don't know if that really just changed something, but all of a sudden I just have the urge to, hey, go record it, even if it's just for YouTube. And I've
I
never
kind of
felt like
feel
that
like
ever before.
I kind of feel like it it sounded like different than I've heard you sing it before. Um, and it's that whole thing where, like, I don't want to say it has anything to do with this show because it doesn't.
You have to take all the credit for it. It happened here.
No, I don't. I had nothing to do with it. Um, but you there was so much feeling behind it. There was so much soul in there. It meant so much to so many right now. I know that every day when you sing it on your stream, I know that somebody mentioned that other people are singing it too in their streams. I know that it touches so many people's lives. But I know at this moment in this time that there are a number of people that needed to hear that. And it's a message that I am so happy that you were able to put out there, and that I just want to bottle up and be like, don't forget. And just shoot it into a couple different people's DMs that I know and love that are here tonight, and a couple that haven't been able to make it tonight. I want to be able to just be like, you need to remember this because it is a special message, and you really you did a phenomenal job that just it felt electric and special. Um, and I appreciate you and it and this moment, and I am going to cry for about 7 days, which, you know, is going to be a thing. It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine.
Just put on your shark glasses. They'll give you a headache, and you'll forget about your other emotions in no time.
It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Perfect.
Yep. It's good. I know we have banana pants plans.
Jammy says to drink more. That's a good idea.
Well, I've already had all the rum, and I already drank all of the stuff that Jason
no.
poured. I'm down to water. What fun is that? I think I have like this much beer, but still. Subby, Jack, you. Thank you so much for being here tonight. We really appreciate it. Can you please tell everyone all the things that we need to know about you, when we can find you streaming next, what your stream schedule is, and all of that goodness.
Sure. So unfortunately, as part of the journey the last couple months, I've been less active on Twitch and streaming. with duties and such off of Twitch. But you can find me at my channel at YoungSub3 for at least a few more days. And
Wait, the channel's the
Thursday.
same, right? You're gonna change the name, but not the channel, right?
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
okay, okay,
Correct.
okay.
I'll be staying there, but you'll at least be able to find me there. Yeah, that's I don't have too much else going on or too much else to promote, but I would say I guess check out my Twitch channel and check out my socials links, especially YouTube, in case there's a an original song that we end up actually recording and getting out there, at least in the public eye for the first time. Not to make you more emotional vibing, but that idea and that like that feeling that came on this show. So you can remember that this was a special place. So, and I just want to thank you and Jason for having me and inviting me on and giving me the opportunity to hang out. Obviously, you guys you're super active in my streams, and it's so cool to be able to hang out, have a drink. And I'm sorry if my glasses or my bleach hair were a little too much.
They were perfect amount. Like seriously, we need to make sure. I'm saddened by the fact that we couldn't make it happen where you could be part of the luau on Sunday. We are having a luau on Sunday. For anyone that does not know, I am saddened that you could not be part of it at this point, but I'm hoping that we can include you in the future. It's going to be fun, and whatever is happening in the bedroom that you have going on over there would be an absolute amazing addition to it. Maybe like, though, you should not say words like playing, with yourself or whatever.
Playing with myself in my bedroom, I'll leave that. Well, the first open mic that I ever went to, I tried to explain what Twitch is, and I was like, I'm basically a male entertainer on the internet, and I think that one is even worse. So
Yep.
We're making strides.
I mean, it's a like if you grade on like a curve, like, you're almost not failing. Also at the same time, maybe you could like try to
never say that ever again.
Yeah. Yep. Pretty much. Do you need to promote your fans only page or something? I mean, we don't normally do that here, but I feel like that's kind of where you're going.
Oh boy. I haven't gotten that. No, not yet.
Okay, cool.
Not yet. I shouldn't say yet. Not no, just not. I'm just gonna say not. Just nope.
If you want Roxanne added to your socials, shout out here.
I'm good on that.
Are you sure? We can just kind of like disguise it, like so that way it's family
not part
friendly.
of the rebrand.
Okay. So if you don't want to go to Jack's fans only page, go over and follow him on Twitch and pop in his Discord, and you'll get all the information that you need. Did I do that right?
Yes, we'll go with that.
Okay, cool. Thank you. Seriously, this has seriously been an honor. It really means a whole hell of a lot. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you both, and thanks to chat. It's so much fun also to be hanging out with because obviously I stream as well, and it's nice to be able to hang out with other communities in this type of setting too.
Well, thank you, and we will certainly be seeing you real soon. I'm gonna push some buttons. Jason's gonna push some buttons, and I'm gonna probably cry a little bit and also just keep talking through it. So it's gonna be great. Thank you so much, Subby. We really do appreciate you being here tonight. We'll see you again real soon.
Oh, you're going. I thought you were gonna leave to go cry.
Probably should have. Can I just like scoot off to the side?
It's emotional.
I'm so emotional. This show is not supposed to be emotional. Why do I cry so much?
Roxy wants me to make eye vacuums a real thing now.
You gotta suck it in.
Mm-hmm.
I need like reverse tear ducts.
Mm-hmm. Just put them in reverse.
Yeah.
We just need to get a gear in there that goes backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. It's simple. Simple engineering, really.
Yeah, don't they? What is it called when you're like part human, part robot?
Cyborg.
I need like cyborg tear
Yeah,
ducts.
yeah.
Suck it.
Oh, that was good, Subby. Thanks. Thank you so much. Really. Honestly,
That
Jack. Thank you
really-
so much for coming on.
Yeah, it really did feel special. That was me, Jammies. That really did feel really special. That singing of that song that he did.
I really did.
Thank you so much for being here tonight. I was not lying when I said that when you reached out to let me know that you were available, that I squealed and I said, "Guess who just messaged me?" to Jason. It was a big deal, and we were very I was very excited, and he was excited as well, and the girls are very excited.
They were. Yeah.
I was telling Subby earlier when we were in our pre-meeting that I was shocked that the eldest did not bust in to the studio, aka workshop, aka shed, aka my office during the day. And was just like, hey, just to say hi to Subby.
Yep.
Because huge fans here
Absolutely.
on the island.
We all love Jack.
Fine.
We've known Jack for a really long time. I can't remember. It was probably through Danny's community,
Probably.
but yeah, I just known him for a long time. And
Yeah.
such a special person.
So if you are not already following YoungSub3, do it now, and then you can say you followed when he was YoungSub3.
My jammies.
Look, it almost is like a real. Look at him. Wait, no, you can't hold the other one back to make it look like the other one's doing more. You gotta.
It moves.
You gotta put them both.
It's alive.
You tried to make that.
I mean, they're both right here together.
No, one can keep going.
Oh yeah, this one can keep going. This is my good arm. This one just about goes here. Physical therapy is needed. Starts next week.
Much needed. Yes.
We'll see if I can get it back in full force.
Let's see if I am currently seeing if I
Not
can
yet.
spell.
Not yet. Any day now, though. Yeah, I'm getting there.
Follow age. No,
Thank you.
Subby does not have follow age. So.
No, you're trying to see how long you know him.
Oh, he does. 1 year, 2 months, 3 weeks, 3 days, 7 hours, 22 minutes, and 33 seconds. He's got it like really set up. So yeah, 14 months. Nearly 15 months.
That's right.
Okay.
Cartwheels are good. Jamie's trying to break me.
Don't break him, please, because you would definitely break me. Definitely just broken. All right. Give me 1 second. I need to just mute because I've got something stuck in my head that I need to say. All right, sorry about that. Sometimes things get stuck in my head and I can't my brain won't move forward until I get them out of there. So, phew. I think that I don't even know where. I know that I keep making noises, and I know that Jimmy's is probably saying words about it because she said them earlier.
What are you doing?
I'm trying to make this not hit that, but also
That looks like my arm trying to go above my head right now.
All right.
It looks like it shouldn't be moving that way.
I think that's right, though. I think I did it. Okay, so the first thing I want to say is we're having a party on July
I
3rd.
thought you saw a bug or something.
I did not see
You
that.
just slapped your computer.
Dang computer. We're having a party on July 3rd. Watch out. Don't get in the way. There it is.
Woo.
I'm going to tell you this again later on in the show because we're having a party on July 3rd. It's going to be amazing. We're so excited. We're going to start out the morning at 7:30 a.m. I will probably
Eastern daylight time.
Eastern. Oh, you
Esophagus.
know it if I had them, Jimmy's. He's real bad. Esophagus. So good. I know. It's gonna be too early for me too, actually. When Jameer told me that she would be starting, too early PST. When she would be starting at 7:30 a.m., I was like, I will not be in the stream at that time. Just so you know. Smalls, you're not in PST, so you can't say that.
He's just agreeing with that.
We're starting at 7:30 a.m. with a tree stream. Just a nice, calm, collected.
Is it too early EST?
Yeah.
Okay.
But Jameer's going to be on. So if you are too early CST, oh, believe me, I know. It's going to be.
We just want to make sure we have something for every time zone, every sleep pattern. Like some people will not be able to make it
Right.
all the way till the end. So Arizona is currently PST though. So there you go.
Really?
Arizona's
Why?
one
What's
of
wrong with
those-
Arizona.
One of those states.
Oh, dumb states.
Is it all of it or part of it? I know there's parts.
Because
Yeah,
we
yeah, I
don't
know.
have. Wait, so are you in PST all summer? That does not help with your soul. Not
So
for
yeah,
our
we just
party.
have something for everybody.
Front lawn, flew out, freight train, boop, doo.
No sleep.
No
No
sleep
sleep
till LJP,
Brooklyn.
not Brooklyn, LJP. Yeah. So, what's it?
Any who's it, what's it?
Jameer will be starting the day with a nice peaceful tree stream from 7:30 till 9 when Jason and I will be bright-eyed and bushy-tailed ready for you. We are going to maybe if I can get my ass in gear show you some clips of all of the streamers from the day and then we're also going to play a little cornhole. You can see how really, really bad I am. I'm going to show you
That'll be fun.
the. This is going to be such an interesting stream we have because not only are we going to just be streaming and having like a coffee talk type of show,
Coffee talk.
we are I'm gonna show you my macaroni salad recipe. It's not a recipe. It's an ish recipe. Is there like a way to say recipe with ish in it? Recipe-ish.
All recipes you use ish.
Yeah, but they don't know that yet.
Okay.
We're gonna show you how we make punch. The minis are going to we're going to also share with you a mocktail. The minis have decided that they will show you a mocktail recipe. And Tyler Loves is actually down in New Hampshire. We're up in Maine. So that's a lovely idea.
Yeah, I did see
Um,
he's doing that. How far along is he in that stream? I know I saw him earlier.
yeah, so we have got oh, and let me tell you, special one stream only, 9 a.m. Eastern. I think actually it's going to be between 10 and 10:30 a.m. Eastern event. Main Mammy will be joining me live via Zoom, and we will have her on the show
You mean by satellite?
by
We're
satellite.
bringing her in.
Main Mammy will be joining me. Maybe Beeps will be there too. I don't know. I don't really know what it's gonna look like.
Beeps is now on the Twitch.
Beeps is on Twitch.
Anything's possible.
I know. By the internets.
Yep.
And we'll be showing you a tour of the gardens. I say gardens like they're really super fancy, but it's a tiny little space. Oh, he will be working, so it'll just be Main Mammy. But still, it's going to be amazing. It's a tiny little space we live in, but we've done a lot with it. And you will get to see all of all we have to offer here on the island compound. Between this, you'll get to see where we are right now. We'll show you the space in which we stream from. During these streams, we'll show you the space in which we're streaming from for our cabana sessions. We'll show you all of the different little spots in our yard. We've got the Tiki Hideaway, we've got the cantina space that we have on the deck. We have the minis Caribbean hideout, and we have my little tiny garden that's like over there on the end of the workshop. So yeah.
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 It's
Oh,
good.
and maybe we'll see the kittens. The kittens, we have two kittens named Coco and Mo, Kokomo. And they do now have a stream. And as soon as we get them to 50 followers, we will start their stream. Like they'll have their first stream. They have a channel. And when they have 50
That's their
followers,
Kickstarter.
Yep.
Their Kickstarter is in follows.
correct. So
That just means more emotes, correct?
yeah, there'll be kitten emotes, pirate kitten emotes, and shark kitten emotes.
That'll be nice.
It'll be so much fun.
So if you want to see more of that, please give them a follow.
Yeah, Subby used YoungSub3 as his soap worthy channel. We also have now 3 channels here on the island compound. We have IslandVibingPresents, which is what you see here with interviews and music and too many tears. And then we also have Island Adjacent, where we do all of our community gaming. And we get together and we make 6 a.m. No, it's at 7:30. No one will be there. At least until 7:30. We
Smack
Woo!
Talk.
oh good.
Smack
Surf
Talk.
Shack has emotes. Thank you so much for that. We really do appreciate that. I don't think that raccoons are there, but I think that Swells better be there. Wow, you are getting yelled at.
You're getting called out.
Yeah.
Wow.
I do think that Jameer is trying to convince squirrels to come to the stream, but someone mows the lawn and wakes the raccoons. Yeah. And then we have the Surf Shack, which is where our kittens stream, or will be streaming, and also where we will do additional content streaming, such as Miss Rox has asked if I will do something on chairs. Or where we might do something on cocktails or cooking in the future. Is there a baby raccoon named Smalls? Obviously, there is a baby raccoon named Smalls.
Obviously. Edith the Bee had a good point. We could use camera angles. Camera tricks to make the garden look bigger.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We have a camera being being beamed in through Discord.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will take them all.
Oh, we do have Chippy back.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's very interesting here in our neighborhood. We actually have chipmunks that live at the top of the hill and squirrels that live down here where we live. Except there's one chipmunk. Maybe two. I don't know. I can't really tell them apart. But there's minimal chipmunk activity that occurs up here and minimal squirrel activity that happens up top.
Yeah. Yeah. They're definitely
Beeped through Discord. How does that work? I just don't even know how to explain the stuff I try to make happen. Yeah.
Yes, congrats, Dark Native. That's awesome.
What did I miss?
When your affiliate anniversary.
Oh, congratulations. We usually have baby chipmunks under some ugly bush. Congratulations on your 1 year. That's wonderful news, and we are very happy to. Oh gosh, the yawns have started. Very happy that you came in and let us know, so we can share in the joy. One additional thing that I will share with you before we move on to our emote wall. I have designed the sticker sheet for this channel, and I say for this channel because we are actually making a sticker sheet for the luau. You have at least 14 chances plus 14, 15, 16. You have 16 chances plus to win a sticker sheet of luau and streamer specific stickers. So like each streamer is adding a emote sticker to it. And then there'll be stickers from the luau as well. And so I wanted to share with you. We actually have done a game within our community where actually Main Mammy won Books, Brews, and Booze. Won one, and Bluesy won a sticker sheet as well. So I finally got those designed, and I will be sending them off to the printers very soon. And this is what
Good
they
night,
look
Roxy.
like right now. Good night, Rocky. I'm thinking about raccoons. I once dressed up as a raccoon named Rocky for one of my summer jobs. Good night, Roxy. This is the sticker sheet here for our combined channels. So for adjacent and for Island Adjacent and Island Vibing Presents, these are the stickers that you can see. If you happened to know anything about this channel, you may, or the islands, you may know that 143. Nobody wants that. You need to choose a different one, Jameer. Nobody wants that. Jameer, pick a different one. 143 is a special number here, and it will be a soon to be released emote here on the channel.
Yep.
I just got to figure out which one is gonna move.
One in, one out.
That is correct. Also, not that one.
It's rough.
Yep. So yeah, this is the sticker sheet. The tiny little scribbles in the background. Not stickers, but all of the emotes, including the 143 that is yet to be released, are stickers. So they will be part of our prize pack. And yeah, also I'm going to try rocks. I'm going to try. I can't promise, but I'm going to try to make it that there is a potential mug possibility for you.
What?
I know, it's on my list.
What?
Yeah. You are only allowed to have a certain number of emotes. Yes, there is a cap for affiliates. Yep. There is a certain number of animated. I am not going to mug Roxy.
Do we have a 143 command yet?
I don't think that we do. So the number 143.
Nope.
9 regular and 5 animated.
Makes a mental note that I will not remember
Good, good.
in the morning to make one.
Super helpful. Um, Mom, why do you think I need to like make a Jason's channel and make the kittens channel and then also make Smalls start streaming? I need the emote basis. So 143 back in the day of pagers stood for I love you. Me being 1 letter, for being love being 4 letters, and you being 3 letters. And back when Jason and I were still getting to know each other, that's not quite right. We loved each other by that point, but like
Yeah.
couldn't like really say it because we worked together as interns. I don't know. Back in our courting days. No, she's yeah. That's right, Mom.
Keep getting away your secret.
I know. We were both interns together at the same tax internship. So yeah, we are number nerds. So that's how we text each other and secretly tell each other that we love each other. And now we spread love around Twitch by bidding 143 bits. So 143 is a big number here in our community for anybody that wants it to be. Earlier, you may have noticed that Main Mammy bidded 286, which I think was 143 for each of us.
Thank you, Mammy.
What's a pager? I know, it's just I never actually had one. So can't really help. Speaking of
Didn't either.
speaking of emotes here on Island Vibing Presents. Good night, Davy. We do something called the emote wall. I'll tell you about it on the other side of this little animation. Welcome in, Modfather. Davey, you have a lovely night. Just so you know, we will be live at our regularly scheduled time on Thursday with the bylines. We are very excited to have them on as well. You good?
I was so excited. I just had to do that move. That's what I do when I get excited.
That's perfect.
Good night, Davey.
Good night. Good night.
And
We will
welcome in,
see you
Stuart.
again soon. What is that she just put in there? Is that meatloaf?
I don't want to look.
Oh, don't look. Yeah, it's probably bad.
It's meatloaf.
Yep, it's meatloaf. No. So, during our emo wall, we share with you all a song from one of our Twitch streamers. One of our Twitch streamers. Not one of our Twitch streamers. One of our friends. One of the people we want to shout out somebody here on Twitch that streams and plays music also has it on Spotify.
Mhm.
And tonight we are sharing with you the Waxbirds. And the Waxbirds will actually be on the front lawn luau. They will be joining us at 6 p.m. Eastern on July 3rd. So, yeah. Okay. Here is one of their songs. We go into emote only mode for this, and your goal is to find as many new follows as you can. It's easy to follow people during this by just simply clicking on an emote, and if you're not following them, the follow button will show up. So Rocks always wins this game every single time.
Mhm.
We are going to listen to Dover Cliffs by the Waxbirds.
Hold me close till the morning. When you go where they say another endless summer wondering, will I ever see you again?
Take my hand for the evening. We can dance the night away. For tomorrow I'll be leaving. How I wish that I could stay.
But the war, she is raging like a storm off Dover Creek. We must fight for king and country. We must fight that we might live.
As we stare down the barrel of a black country cave, feel the fear in my fingers. Will I ever see you again?
See your face in the darkness. Broken backs, we pay the man. Made for more puppets plunder. Hold our strings so we can stand. But the wheels they turning. Revolution of art and steel. We must grind our bones for progress. If we're to lead, then we must bleed.
Behind the glass, we lose connection. On tainted seas, we see our end.
Yay. Well done, everybody.
Good job, all. If you're really paying attention, you saw me there for a quick hot second. I don't have a button programmed for back to the small spot. Note to self. Program button.
Will you remember to do that one?
Oh, hopefully. Well, hopefully I just don't need to use that one. I love their songs. I think they're great. Um, I love the way that their voices work together. It's beautiful.
Yeah, me too. I love those two.
Joe
And we're
has a
excited
beautiful
they're going to
voice.
be performing as part of our raid train this weekend. Really looking forward to that. And I'm very much looking forward to the fact that they'll be playing at a time where I can see them really easily. That's the hardest part is that they usually go on right when I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Unfortunately.
Yeah. Always get the so I have my notifications go off at 10 p.m. and then I always turn them back on because I'm like, I still need to know what's happening. And then as I'm getting ready to go to bed, as I'm actually getting ready to turn off the notifications, I see a Discord notice from Rock saying, "Time for some lovelies." Like, no, I gotta go to sleep.
Yeah, they are wonderful.
Yeah, I wish I could get in there more often.
Me too.
Time zones are hard,
Time zones are
but
hard.
they're lovely. Tonight has been a very lovely night. We have one more segment. It is your favorite segment
Oh yeah, it is. I love it. Bring it
every
on.
week.
Bring it
Every
on.
week you look forward to it. I'm gonna push the button. Yay! Jimmy says.
Okay, so today on this segment we call
What do they stream?
we have okay. This is either George's hot sauce or George shot sauce.
George shots. Yeah. Yep.
There are no apostrophes in Twitch names.
Nope. We gotta figure that out first off.
Play it again. Play it again. We went through this a week ago, Choice.
George shot sauce.
George shot sauce. That's what I'm going with.
George does the hot sauce challenge.
I'm gonna say
What did wait? What did George do? Well, that's what we're trying to figure out. What does George do?
hot sauce. Yes, it could be that too, Choice. You're right.
E to the B says he sells hot sauce. George sells hot sauce by the. What?
He sure.
E-shore? Is that what Twitch is? An E-shore?
Yeah, it is.
Yep.
Rip
sauce.
shot sauce. Maybe it's somebody that does like target practice with hot sauce bottles.
Target practice with hot sauce bottles. Okay.
He's playing off the fact that it's both a shot and hot.
I see.
And he brings the sauce.
He brings the sauce.
Fire.
Fire!
He doesn't play around.
No.
Smoking.
Smoking hot.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's it. I'm sure of it.
Mom would like to know, is his name even George?
We can't trust anything on the internet.
Or can you trust everything on the internet?
No.
No, not that one.
Mm-mm.
Okay. Okay. So what was your final answer?
Target practice with hot sauce bottles.
Target practice. Is his name George though?
Yes.
GE Ogres Company.
What can you do?
Okay. Target practice. Hot sauce bottles
Mhm.
by a man named George.
90% sure it's George. 100% sure on the other stuff.
Okay. Let's see. So we're gonna have to move this around. So you're gonna have to just give me a second. I was in here with George earlier in the day, and George actually E to the B was correct as a hot sauce company, and he was streaming with his daughter, and they were cooking. His daughter is probably about our children's age. Let's see. Da-da-da-da. So hard to tell. They were live, so we had to. Really? Yeah, really. So can you see that? I can also pull it up on mine.
Hello, fellow Twitch members. My name is George. I'm a chef. I can kind of read it. Food photographer, podcast producer, and owner and operator of George's Hot Sauce and Snack Company. This food and drink / IRL and gaming community page was created to share and promote the culture of barbecue, street food, and hot sauce.
Correct.
I did it.
You did
Did I win the
it.
game?
You didn't. You lost the game. So George and his daughter were cooking earlier today, and when he was just talking, and his daughter was like just very much like you would expect that 8 to 11-year-old girl type thing, where she was just like,
With the hot sauce?
no,
Was
just
she shooting hot sauce?
no.
That's what you're saying. She was shooting hot sauce.
I was not saying that.
Ah,
This one was too obvious. I tried to do a trickaroo and I did. I won.
you really did. There's no way I could have guessed that.
And it was, he was cooking, trying to talk about like how he uses his hot sauce, but he was also talking about how when he first started his stream, he purely did it for like growing his company. And so he tried to do it quickly. And so he was part of that follow for follow. So his first 100 people were all follow for follow. And he said he had no interaction and quickly realized that that was not the way to go about doing it. And as we all know here in this channel, when you really want to grow, you need to you really need to we're gonna wait for this little commercial to get over. Oh, look, it's Stranger Things. We like that show. But yeah, we
We're getting extra ad runs here.
yeah, he does. Good for him.
No, them. Netflix.
Oh, Netflix. Yeah, but also he gets money for it. George does.
Not from our viewers.
Like from that stream, that one. There she is.
Yeah, I'm saying we're showing a commercial on
Oh.
our channel right now.
Oh, yeah. So there's George.
And we don't get 0.52 cents out of it.
That's true. So there's George, and there. Oh, looks like he has 2 daughters. I saw the younger one. Oh, look, Stuffy Poppin'. We know that move.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. So this is George and his family, and they were showing us some cooking earlier. And he was talking about follower for followers and how that's how he went, and it wasn't getting very much stream interaction, but he now does not do it that way. He knows that all of the 416, he says, I think he actually says 300. I think he takes out those first 100 follows.
Oh, nice.
And actually says those 300 followers that he actually has are like the true followers, and he's super happy. And look, see the younger one.
Oh,
We
yeah.
know that move.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are interested in hot sauce, cooking, getting to know this guy and his family, he is looking for people that would really like to actually follow his channel.
That's cool.
And yeah, I think his business as a whole is a hot sauce business. So
I like a good hot sauce.
yeah, so he sells the hot sauce, and it's like a family thing. So definitely get to know him. Ms. JoJo,
Hey, Joanna.
welcome
Good
in.
to see you.
I'm so happy that you are here. I have to press this button and then say goodbye, George. Hello.
How he throws
So
hands. I bet vibing could throw hands.
What?
Do you have some hands you could throw?
throw him?
Yeah.
Where am I throwing him?
At the hot sauce ball? It's target practice.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. So, yeah, that is the show for tonight. A special Tuesday show with an amazing guest. Jojo, we're so happy to see you in here tonight. Big yawn. And yeah, coming up this week. Oh, speaking of which, coming up this week over at Jason's head. You see that? Right there. Command Luau.
Oh, yeah.
Thursday, July 14th. See all that information? That's it. That's new. What do you think? Do you like the way that is? Does it look okay? It's a little different, slightly, not much.
Changing things
Just a little
around over
bit.
here.
We are changing things slightly so that we can move them, because this is the regular IVP stream, and then we'll also be having the Cabana sessions, and that little thing over Jason's head is a web browser, and then I can just move that. I can just take the web browser and move it into something else where I don't have to like program multiple things. I can program one thing for two, like multiple places. Yeah.
Oh, does it get covered on mobile?
Oh. By phone text. Don't know how to fix that.
Gonna have to take a look at that.
Yeah. E to the B. Can I ask you, is there any way, and maybe there's not, which is just fine. Can you screenshot? I'm always trying to figure out how to make it the best that I can and how to fix it to work. Is there any way that you could actually screenshot what you are seeing so I could see it and try to figure it out myself, and then share it with me over in Discord? Yeah, awesome. If one of the most amazing mods wouldn't mind putting in command Discord so that E2B can join us over there, and share with me, that would be great. Thank you, Miss Rocks. So, front lawn on July 3rd is going to be so much fun. The Luau Raid Train starting at 7:30 a.m. I wish either Jameer would get out there and do some yoga herself, or she would teach a squirrel or raccoon to do some yoga, and we could do some sunrise yoga.
Teach them so they can like
Yeah.
lead the class.
Yeah.
Squirrel lead the class.
Yeah, wouldn't that be amazing to have a squirrel-led yoga class?
It would. Yes.
Like little tiny like squirrel yoga, like they're like the
Ye-
goddess pose.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit of like cobra. That'd be super great. So.
Yep.
Yeah. Jameer, I would like you to please teach your squirrels how to do yoga. Thank you. You have until Sunday at 7:30 a.m. Jameer is telling me Big Brother's starting soon.
Oh yeah.
Anybody want to watch Big Brother, like, and have like a Big Brother watch group? Find us in Discord. Yep. No. They're really watching snake yoga. No, it would not be like watching snake yoga. Snakes are slithery and gross. Squirrels are like fluffy, annoying, but fluffy. Ooh, why would anyone watch Big Brother on purpose? Because people cry. You know, it's fine, Stuart. It's fine. Rox, don't agree with Stuart. Don't double agree with Stuart. What is this? Where should I post the screenshot? Where would be a good place to post that screenshot? Oh, is there any place to like help us? Do we have that somewhere? We have the help one, right?
Help us decide. Yeah.
Yeah, if you could maybe go to help us decide. I know that sounds like a weird place, but it's like a helping us type of situation. If you could go in there, that would be a great spot, actually.
Thank you.
That would be fantabulous. Okay, so that is all it is. Don't forget, if you would like to get something not quite like this, because this here is for our stream, but one that has all the streamers. I've already received 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, at least 5 of the 14 streamers share an emote. I think there's more, but I don't want to count them.
Okay.
Oh, we count 6. I can count us.
Sure do.
Yeah. No, that's what Jameer says. Don't judge me, Smalls. We already had this conversation today. Yeah, so join us July 3rd for the raid train for a chance to win a fun sticker sheet from a lot of your favorite streamers. And then also join us on Thursday, July 3rd. Nope. June
Not a Thursday.
June 30th. I just read the thing above your head. Thursday, June 30th, 10 p.m. here on this channel.
This date.
This station is what I was going to say.
Wow, words are hard.
Come on, vibing. Someone else's crying is more like it. Why do I have to read that? Someone else is crying is... What? Am I supposed to hear what he's trying to say? Is it just mean that I'm not crying?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I guess so. I'm not crying. I'm always crying. I probably cry.
To be honest, that's the reason I watch this show. Here for the tears.
That's so nice. So, yeah, June 30th. The bylines. They're amazing. I'm excited. I feel like they're kind of similar to us, except she's probably nicer and he's a little more, even more wholesome than you are. Like,
Okay.
you're pretty wholesome,
Yeah.
but he feels even more wholesome. And she seems a lot nicer than I am, so. They're like the kinder, gentler version. They're lovely. I like them. Perfect. Thank you. Really appreciate that. I do see that it has come through. All right. So, everyone, if you could stick with us, we are going to be raiding into a wonderful streamer, but first we're going to say our thank yous. That's the wrong page. Now I gotta press this one first. I know he's pretty wholesome, but I feel like Reese is like slightly more wholesome, and Marianne's probably like at least tenfold We're kind. On like a parabola.
Hi,
Yes.
Hoover, and thank you for
Like bread.
like bread.
First, a great big giant thank you to YoungSub3. All the love and kindness to him. He's great. That song was amazing. If you did not get to see him sing a song tonight, you need to go back and watch the VOD. It was a special experience, and you need to see it. Special thank you to the Waxbirds, who not only let us use their song tonight, also are going to be part of our raid train on Sunday. Whoop whoop. Yes, he mentioned that he may be putting it out on YouTube.
Hope he does.
So make sure that you go and follow him over on YouTube. Huge thank you to Kev from the bunker, who made all of the music for all of our transitions and also the beginning music. And then thank you so much to the Stream Scribe for the beautiful artwork that he made for the lettering on our book at the beginning of the show. And then you can't forget our lovely, amazing mods.
Thank you, mods.
Thank you so much, mods. We really do appreciate you 100%. And we could not do it without you. It's too many moving parts.
Absolutely
And
not.
we
You're a
truly,
big part of
truly
it.
appreciate you. And chat, yes, chat, you are fabulous, and we thank you. And then these sometimes work. They're probably going to be doubled up. We got to figure out why it's happening. Let's see. What do you think? Doubled up?
Yes.
Definitely. Ooh, we've got a new subscriber, the Surf Shack. It's only single so far.
Thank you, new subscribers.
Thank you so much, new
Followers.
subscribers, new followers.
Good so far. It looks like a different font.
It does, and it looks really light.
Why does it look different? I never know with that thing.
No, only one of them, but completely different. If you're not already following the Surf Shack, that is our third community stream here. We've got interviews, music, and such here. We've got Island Adjacent with community gaming, and we've got kittens at the Surf Shack.
Kittens.
Kittens, and possibly some other bonus streams that may pop up here and there. So if you are not following the Surf Shack, please go and do that. As soon as we get them 50 followers, we will put some kittens up there for you to watch.
Yes.
As long as it's sunny. They don't like going outside if it's raining. Well, Mo actually doesn't mind.
They are cats after all. We can't make them do things.
We cannot. But Mo does oddly go outside in the rain. I follow. Good. Thank you. Thank you, Tina. Thank you, Jameer.
Thank you both.
And then I think these are probably the same bloopers from last time. But we're gonna play them. And then we're gonna head off to our raid. We hope to see you
Did we
all.
talk about our guests, upcoming guests?
Yeah, the bylines on Thursday.
Yeah.
Yep. And I said that Reese was more wholesome than you by a slim margin. And
Slim margin.
And
Fair.
yeah,
Fair.
a lot kinder than me.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Sounds good.
All right, everyone. We will see you on Thursday. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Thank you so much to YoungSub3, JackNedo. Thank you. We really do appreciate all of you. Ooh, well, there's a thought. Follow the felines. We'll see you all in a couple days. Good night, everyone. I can't believe I'm winning.
Don't get too confident.
I know.
Wait, how many questions do we have? Just so I know, like, when to make a comeback.
Usually we go best of 5.
Okay, so don't call it a comeback. I've
Now
been
or
here for
never.
years.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this might be the last
Let's go.
question.
Oh, it's best out of 5?
Best out of 5. Yeah.
Wow, how
We can-
else would you win?
Well,
He's gotta-
what if
He's got to
what if
run the
it's
table.
3-3, then 4-4? It's first one to 5, no?
We can do first
Okay,
one to
fine, let's
5.
do
If you would like to
No,
do
okay, whatever.
first to 5.
No, listen, it's your show. You can cheat any way you want. It's fine. I'm happy to be here.
I think by only me. So I actually do the quartals with you guys every day, but I don't post them. So
Out of spite.
a little bit, yes, but also because I can't get them. I can't get all of them.
I have not tried Quartal yet. I don't want a new addiction.
I've got the one that's for today. I have.
You're doing fine.
Totally fine.
Nothing to worry about. Yeah,
That's normal.
you're all good.
Oh boy, here comes another one.
Here.
We like a roller coaster.